We're up to the most exciting play in JPD, the stop and go. First and foremost, you must sell the stop part of the route. The receiver's got to be convinced by you, coach, to stop, convince the defender to come up, and then go deep. You know, they get wide open in JPD in this play, and you'd be amazed how often the quarterbacks overthrow the wide open receivers. Anticipate that. Understand the receivers and the quarterback are excited about this. They'll hurry their techniques and cause sloppy plays. Don't be mad at them. Understand it's going to happen. Encourage them and teach them how to focus.
We have a motto in junior player development. That motto is yell encouragement, whisper constructive criticism. Use these points of positive reinforcement for your kids throughout practice and throughout competitions, and you'll have a very positive experience for all involved.
Receivers, we are up to probably the most fun route and the most fun play we have in the whole JPD playbook. It's the stop and go route. And it's going to work if all day long you've been a good stalk blocker and you've run your in route and out routes with good precision. If you've done those things, you get your nice holiday here. You get the deep ball, the one you all dream about as wide receivers. Let's talk about what you're going to have to do. You're going to come out of your stance, and you're going to drive as hard as you can for 5. And when you cross that 5, I want you to break down and convince me you're blocking me for the toss. As I start to come up, as soon as I start to come up and create momentum towards you, you attack me again, and you rip. You take your inside arm, you pass me on the outside, gain a little width, look over your inside shoulder, and you'll be able to present the ball to him. Once you get behind the defensive back, we're in a position to make a real big play. All right, stop and go route. Ready, set, go. Okay, let's go to this side. You must, let me make this comment to the receivers. As soon as you hear the stop and go call in the huddle, you're going to be so excited, you're going to forget to stop and show me a block. You almost want to overemphasize the block until I come up, because if I don't come up, it's not going to work anyway. Here we go. Ready, set, go. He backpedals. Inside shoulder. Okay, now, if he sells the block, which I know he's capable of doing, and I start up from, the last thing you want is a square collision with me. Because if I get you here, you're not getting out on a route. So as you start up again, as you see my movement towards you, start up for my outside half. Don't start that wider because I'll know something's going on. Start for my outside half and punch this arm through like you're a pass rusher. Look over your inside shoulder, and here comes the ball. All right, quarterback, you must be very excited about throwing this one. Ready, set, go. Okay, good job.
Coach, the stop and go route is the big one. That's where you get that one play a game that might win the ball game for you. So one thing for sure, the receiver has to drive off the line hard, push that defender back, stop. Now the defender starts forward, and now we go again. As the receiver starts forward, he has to be alert to where that defender will be. He identifies that before the snap of the ball. If he's outside, be careful. He'll be coming up from the outside. So you want to go inside straight up the field. And if he's inside, of course, you go outside. The point is, know where he'll be. Anticipate it.
On the stop and go route, now that we've learned it, we'd like to get as many reps as we can. Let's not ask our quarterbacks to throw a lot of deep balls, one after the other. That's asking for problems. So, coaches, this is a good time for you to throw a little bit. We'd like the ball thrown to the inside shoulder. You can operate on your field 2 receivers at a time. The field's wide enough for that. And help the receivers when they're wide open to catch the football. Go back to the fundamentals of catching. Put the defender sometimes in a position to be close to the receiver. Help him understand that that becomes a rebound situation. That's not the same as streaking down the sideline looking for a pass over his inside shoulder when he's wide open.